9 productivity tips you wish you knew earlier. Number 1. Stop working. Although it sounds counterproductive, let us give you a bit of perspective on it. We all know that the feeling when you're trying to work or study and you feel your eyes and head are heavy and burning. You don't know when you last had a sip of water. The time has come to put an end to this. I can tell you, sitting there staring blankly at your screen won't get the job done. And if you manage to get it done, it's gonna be a crap. It's time to turn off your laptop, go for a walk, play with the dog, or just soak up vitamin D, anything to break up the monotony of staring at the screen. When you feel a little more energetic, then start again. Number 2. It just takes 2 minutes. I believe the most helpful thing you can do is to give yourself 2 minutes or 120 seconds to do something constructive and useful. Of course, you won't be able to write an essay on Aesop within 2 minutes, but you will be amazed at how much you can accomplish in such a short time. The 2-minute rule does not imply that you fill your entire day doing 2-minute tasks, otherwise you will get nothing done. Because then you won't be able to accomplish anything at all. In order to make this work, you should organize your to-do list. You should write down your list while you're looking at it. See what can be accomplished in a couple of minutes. Once you see how manageable and easy the shorter tasks were to complete, you will feel motivated to get back to your other longer tasks. Number 3. Multitasking is a myth. There was a point in a video when we spoke about how multitasking is a fable, this time not attributed to Aesop, and how it actually consumes more time than it saves. According to Earl Miller, an expert on divided attention, the brain is not wired to multitask, he says. According to him, when people think they're doing multiple tasks at the same time, they're simply switching from one task to another very rapidly. And each time they do it, they are incurring a cognitive cost. Therefore, stop trying to get a prize just for being busy and doing 2 or 3 tasks at the same time. There is no such thing as a prize for that. You should instead devote your attention to each project properly, complete it, and then move forward. Use low energy patches efficiently. When you feel like you're falling into a slump every day around 3ish, don't waste that time skulking to kitchen for a cookie and tea. Instead, plan to make the phone call that you're eye-rolling boring but need to be made anyway. You're best off leaving any low-priority tasks that don't require a lot of mental attention to complete during this slumpish period of your day, as you will not be able to focus on them any other time of the day. Nevertheless, if you're always feeling low on energy, that's a very different story. When you're feeling slumped, you need to figure out why you are slumping. Focus on what matters to most of you. Identify what you're doing well and work on building on that momentum. In order to give yourself a boost, there is no harm in seeking professional assistance. Number 5. Get the meeting out of the way. There are times when we all wish we could just skip the meetings completely. However, sometimes this is not possible and they just have to be endured even if they are boring. Whenever possible, schedule your meetings as the first part of the day. There is no everyone's benefit. This is to everyone's benefit and will save you a lot of time throughout the day. There are many reasons for this, including the fact that when you are scheduled for a meeting late in a day, you tend to either worry about the meeting or do arbitrary things while you wait for the meeting to begin. In order to get involved in anything major, you need to get up and go, right? Right? Number 6. Take advantage of technology. When we were young, our parents didn't have access to useful online work or scheduling tools like Trello or Monday.com. They relied instead on things like a Filofax or desktop calendars to manage their work and schedule. Today, we are blessed with a lot of such options. With a bit of technology, we can never have a clash of schedules, so we will never forget whether our pets need their deworming medicine or our car needs a service. You can test out a variety of services on a trial basis before making the decision to sign up for the one that is most suitable for your requirements and lifestyle. There are even ways in which technology can help you earn more. Number 7. Three's not a crowd. As an entrepreneur and YouTuber, Erin On Demand has a lot of wisdom when it comes to being a super productive person. Her method is to focus on 3 tasks every day. I believe this method is a little different from the 2-minute rule which we just used to keep going when we crossed off the smaller tasks. Whenever you use the 3-task method, you feel motivated to do all 3 tasks as quickly as possible. And you feel empowered when you actually accomplished all 3 tasks in one day. Due to this, viewers, you will have to decide which method you believe would work best for you based on your experience. Number 8. Prioritize yourself and then your most important tasks. In order to be productive or motivated, you need to brush your teeth, change out of your pajamas, and have a desk that looks like it has a vomited stationery at you when you sit in front of your computer. So take care of yourself and your space first, and then you can be productive and motivated. I recommend that you take the advice of Stephen Covey in this book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, which says, if I really want to improve my situation, I need to work on the one thing I have control over, and that is myself. If you take care of yourself first, you will be able to focus on your most important tasks once you have taken care of yourself. Lastly, number 9, read things properly. Considering the amount of that we have wasted by skimming through a document or email, the answer is a great deal. But disregard the time factor and just consider all the additional stress that we put ourselves under when we don't take that time to read through everything. When you're employed for 1 minute, you are happy with your salary and wondering when your next paycheck will arrive. When all your boss ever asked you for was a meeting to discuss potential project that's in the pipeline. And the next moment you're wondering when your next paycheck will arrive. Do not assume that you know what the other person is asking for or explaining to you. Spend a few minutes going through every line and figuring out what they are trying to communicate to you. Your future self will thank you for it, and you will be left with more time to focus on that potential project.